a baby.
There's a literal baby.
Child. A literal child.
Oh, that's so good. I'll have to post that as well.
What's that, Mark?
It's the goat. It's this thing makes if I'm ever feeling really low, it's just I just watch that and it will always bring a smile. Very short.
It's an absolute nightmare, this character building here, so I don't know if I'm bothered to do it today.
Oh,
well, I mean, please yourself, mate. It's yeah, as usual, Lewis. They're your characters, so you do that bit, I do the other bit.
It'd be so much easier if I could just reset everything back to level 1 and just build it. Could I do that?
Yeah. Oh, you mean with Mephiston? Mephiston that you've got?
Yeah, and then basically build it back up to where I am at the minute, but from level 1 again, so it doesn't keep looking skew with. Because I'm having to move everything over, and then I can't remember what I've done.
Possibly.
Is that gouchy?
I know what I can do. You can copy characters, can't you? I'll copy his profile, knock that down to 1, and build it back up again and see what happens.
Okay.
There goes some.
Discord has started making weird, well, not weird, but different noises.
Making Halloween noises.
Oh, is that what it is?
Making spooky sounds.
Oh.
You're not paying cash in that. You're not paying cash in that.
It's so tiny. That's what she said.
No, I couldn't do 28 minutes scale models.
Take 10 quid with you.
I started painting
15.
a Legolas up the other day, which just is a bit of a mess about. And that's bigger than the new plastic ones they're producing. Not the size difference.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the size that matters.
How you use it.
That's what they told me. I'm
looking at him.
sticking to it.
That's
I
what they talk
concur.
about.
Sam's setup just died.
It wasn't
I
a
will
me.
drop a message. Might be his internet dropped.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so tired.
Have you decided what you play in Sam's campaign?
Wizard.
Wizard.
Pretty wizard.
Lizard.
Lizard wizard.
There's a band, isn't there? What was it? What was it called? Something Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Yeah, they love it.
Tom.
Mate, as I said, you started it. It's your problem now. Just saying.
Oh, swipe.
You've awakened something in me.
It's much that you get for Christmas, mate.
Design up these new miniatures for the old world. Now I've got a whole Blood Bowl squad. That is the best thing about having like nerdy family members, though. It makes it such an easy Christmas.
Yeah, you think, what would I want?
And then if they don't,
messaging me for ideas.
If they don't use it, you can just use it yourself.
Yeah.
Great.
Mark, I've got you an early Christmas present.
Oh. Oh.
A link for a D&D campaign I need to send you.
Oh, I meant to check my things yesterday. I never. Right, I'll do it now.
Do you want me to send you it through Discord if that's easier?
When are you boys going live? Or when are you going live with it?
Post Strahd.
Post Strahd.
So I'm picking up the other Post Strahd campaign for Dave. So obviously Dave's going to run us into after we finish Strahd, and then I'm picking up the other one where he gets to be a player.
Yes.
Not
But I would just like
recording.
to sort of discuss what happened on, was it Monday, Dave?
Hey.
You
Every
could tell me
time
anything.
Dave and I saw each other at Derby Hospital, we immediately gravitated towards each other, and it's like, so I've had this idea, and that's all we did all day. I kept leaving my crewmate with my patients and just.
Possibly not a thing to admit live on the internet, Sam.
Wasn't
What?
it?
It's all
They
safe,
weren't
wasn't it?
dying. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, well,
take our job seriously.
Mary died.
Nobody died.
yeah, you can't do it. You have to build it from scratch.
You do. Oh, okay.
There we go, found it.
Yeah.
Get into the bloody
Unbelievable, Jeff.
This is so slow. Reject
What I
Right.
potentially do though, Lou, is I'll build the new one and keep Mephiston. And then when you're happy that the new one is okay, then you can delete Mephiston because you've got like for like.
I think what I've done, which is the main problem, is I've just gone straight in at level 6, and then everything's just gone. It's like that.
Right.
I reckon I need to copy all my stats over, and then level 1 it, click, 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 level 2, click, click, and do it like that, and build it back up that way. It might be less overwhelming.
Yeah. Okay. Are you all right to carry on for now though?
Yeah. I'll play tonight as him, and then during the intermission, I'll build it up.
Okay. Sound. So are you level 6? You're level 6 now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so. Otherwise, I've got a level tinker up.
Yeah.
I haven't
No,
played
I
him
was
in
just
so
looking.
long. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing.
I was just looking at all your hit points and saw Mark at 81. It's like, you're level 6.
Yeah,
but
I haven't rolled my
yeah.
hit points.
It wasn't me. I wasn't even there.
I've not decided what I'm going to play for this new campaign, Sam.
Dude, you've got time.
Dave, do you
Don't
mind
stress
rolling a
about it.
D8?
Yeah, sure.
I feel like we're shooting ourselves in the foot if we don't have some kind of healer. No.
Well, I
Well-
was just about to send a text to Sammy
Did you say
about the
one,
details
Dave?
of it to see if she wants to play, and that will give you 5 players then for you to sort it all out between you all.
I have sorted my invite thing. I think I'm involved. I haven't done the obviously I haven't made a character yet.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind playing cleric. I've not done that, or going some kind of healing druid or something.
Clerics are nails, mate. Or they are under 5th. I imagine they were a bit better under the new.
And he will be called Nicholas Bandage as well. Bandage, whatever it is.
Oh, my mate Gav had a rogue called Rastus Pickalock.
How did you get your divine powers then? Well, you see, child, I was on this aeroplane.
See, when I saw it, I thought it would be so funny to run it as like a one shot, where like if say you want to be the paladin, that's your paladin character, right there. Oh, you won't have seen it. Have you seen it, Mark, in the diceinanger WhatsApp chat?
No, I don't think so.
It's literally every class as Nicolas Cage is playing them.
Where am I looking? Sorry, where was that? In the
I'll send it to you on
group
Discord,
chat.
mate.
Discord.
If that's easier.
It's very silly.
Yeah. Diceinanger.
What did you roll? Was it a 1?
Yeah.
Channels. Wow chat. General chat.
That's
Save.
That's a rough. Are you?
Discord.
Yeah.
Messages. Don't even know.
Give me a second, mate. I'll send it to you on Discord.
Oh, I'm a gigantic sausage roll.
Indeed.
Again.
That makes it. There we go. There. I've sent you a message on Discord.
Right, so inbox for you. One red. Oh, here we are.
Is there enough time for a smoke before we start? Before we start?
Yeah. No, go for it. Go for it if you want.
And be
It's
back.
big and clever, and it makes you look like a man. That's what they told me. It's why I started smoking. Unlike kids vaping. What's that about? Right? That just makes it look like a gimp. Smoking was big and clever. Vaping's not. Never will be. It's impossible.
I was in a vape pen for about 4 or 5 years, mate.
Yeah, they're completely fine for people that are trying to stop smoking, which is what they were for. Great for that.
Yep.
You wouldn't just start vaping, would you, for no reason if you weren't addicted to nicotine already?
Johnson did.
You're kidding.
Hey, yeah. No, I've had this. Yeah, give him suitable reviews.
So when I started vaping, I moved from cigarettes to vape. I was on 16 milligram. I'm now on 3. Very close to 0.
Yeah, that's what they're for. I'm not going to give you any stick for that.
Yeah, I'm not the same as the people that can go cold turkey. This is a bit of a crutch for me, so I've had to wean it down slowly.
You know, it's the hardest drug to get off, medically speaking.
Nicotine, yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to get off smoke.
WoW's very close to that.
I was going to say, WoW's a real problem. Got 5 characters now.
Oh, and I finally got to look at it. Nicholas Gage, the Paladin. Nicholas Engage, the Vice. Nicholas Stage.
Wouldn't it be funny? There's just a one-shot random thing. You pick your class. That's your character right there.
You think we could get him to get
Nicholas
involved?
Cages.
Nicholas Cage, come round. We're doing a game about you.
It's Nicolas Cage in the multiverse.
It's bad. It's fun. Oh.
What we need is D&D movie with Sean Bean where he dies every so often and comes back as a different character.
Yeah, I think Sharp's
How
the
many
only
character names can you have bastard in? You can have your typical fighter that just has a sword and shield called Sean Bastard Bean. Is just the end game, and then you need to think of other ones like a rogue. What could you have? Stabby Bastard.
Yeah. Or Sneaky Bastard.
Yeah,
Sneaky
spellcasty bastard.
Fireball Bastard.
Necrophilia
Bastard
Bastard for
Slayer.
your warlock.
Or your necromancer.
Yeah. What are you? I'm a bard. Kinky bastard.
My bard's not going to play the bard. I have decided it's not going. It's not going to be a sexy bastard at all.
But you are going to be the charismatic member of the party, though, Mark.
Yeah, I will.
You're going to be putting
have
yourself
the
in some
trait. The one thing you
situations.
can't do is talk to girls. Is really glib all the time, except when it's a bit like the guy from Big Bang Theory, the Indian lad.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Guns for a party.
There was. I was tempted to change my backstory. We were sat. We were having breakfast this morning. I couldn't be bothered to do anything. Sue was on 12, so we took the kids out for breakfast this morning. And there's I think it's a hairdresser's in Uttoxeter with an amusing name. And I was going to change my name to this and make him like a proper toff, play him as like a full-on educated idiot toff. But the hairdresser's called Quentin Plum. yes, my name's Quentin. That could be amusing.
Well, at the end of the day, you've got the time. You know, it's like, I reckon it's going to be early next year. We're probably going to be starting.
Oh yeah. Well, it depends how quickly you Strahd kills you all.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
My ideal finish to the Strahd campaign would be for Strahd to die with me the last person standing. Then I'll just do 3 magic missiles on each of the other party members and walk away. That's what I like to do.
Oh, dear.
Maybe steal Adam's Ring of Regen. In fact, definitely steal. That's Ring of Regen.
You can take all the magic items, mate.
Sorry?
Why not?
Well,
Take all
yeah.
magic items. Dad can't use them when you don't, can you?
Yeah. It's harsh.
You know, if Cal dies in Dragonlance, mate, I want you to strip his corpse, mate. I want you to get rid of it. Leave no item behind.
Yeah, I'm very grateful to him on Arthur's to make sure, try his damnedest, make sure nothing happens. What did you go for in the end, by the way? Did you pick your feet?
Yeah, I took something that gave me a great weapon master in the end.
Ah.
I took
And they
the
got
feet as well,
confused.
but I want to play it close to the chest until I can reveal it.
Fair play then. Well, don't set yourself on fire is my top tip for the day. Well, it's every day really. I can't
It is
imagine
a daily worry. It is a daily worry. Well,
I've only set myself on fire once. It was rubbish. I say I've done it already. You don't have to try it now.
As I say that, I nearly did set myself on fire on Saturday. So we went to Claire's aunt's wedding on Saturday, and my vape slipped into my jacket pocket with my phone. Thought nothing of it, and we sat there. And Claire goes, Sam, what's that smell? Sam, it smells like burning. And my vape was on in my pocket, and the cotton in the filter was burning, and the smell was coming up out of my jacket. Of course, because I'm full of this crappy coffee cold thing going around. I couldn't smell it at first. Burnt the coil out, so I didn't have that.
Yeah, I fully set my face on fire. Thankfully, I didn't have any facial hair at the time. I wouldn't have done afterwards.
That'll do.
Yeah, I don't recommend that. It's foolish.
Mm.
And although it will get lots of laughs, it's not worth it.
1 out of 10. Do not recommend.
The dart in the head was A, funnier, and B, less painful. I'd always go for that, as opposed to setting my face on fire again.
I'm guessing Dave was there.
Were you there for the dart incident, Dave?
I wasn't, mate. I wasn't there. No, I was there. I was there the day after, and the version I received is someone recreated it, sat in the same seat that Mark was sat in. They just sat there, and apparently Mark just went dart sticking out of his head. I am not happy.
Followed quickly by Ian. Can you get this dart out of my head?
It took. Did it? Because the other story I received is someone had to put their foot on your head whilst bracing to actually.
They had to actually put their other hand on to pull it out.
Oh, is it another hand?
It was Ian that did it, and I didn't know what angle it was sticking out of my head at, so I was frightened of sort of flattening it and gouging a piece out of my skull. I didn't fancy that. That's why I got someone else to do it. But yeah, it was in there quite. It was quite firmly wedged into the back of my head. Yeah, it was very abusing for everyone involved.
Oh, Jake, you're
Sounds
on
like
mute.
fantastic.
There's like a dart-shaped indentation in the back of Mark's skull.
It would have been a very small hole, but I bet there's still evidence of it somewhere.
Got to be on there.
Yeah.
I'm a bit disappointed as well because you were talking about obviously setting your face on fire, and I've obviously muted myself. But I was like, with the dart in the head, I was like, I have so many questions.
I'll tell you. They decided, the room had decided they were going to have a game of darts, and Mark didn't want to play. And Mark was sat underneath the dartboard.
Not literally underneath the dartboard.
No, literally underneath the dartboard. Come on.
I believe Mark was asked to move.
To the dartboard.
We're having a game of darts, mate. Would you move? No.
You might get a dart in your head, so.
Almost like it was foreshadowed.
In the business, we call this foreshadowing. Now, I still used to sit there during darts matches, but I used to wear my hard hat. So that was always just by there. I thought, you can stick in my hard hat, I don't care.
Did it ever stick in the hard hat?
No, obviously it never happened again. When I was protected. Not like the fella that kept getting struck by lightning to the point where he started carrying around a flask of water so he could put his head out. And he actually had to use it several times because he got struck again and again and again. And his wife's still with him. It's just like, I wouldn't go anywhere fucking near that bloke. He's been struck by lightning, I think, 14 times.
I mean, at that point, surely it made logical sense not to go outside in the lightning storm.
Ever.
You know, a bit of common sense there.
Well, yeah, apparently the worst bit was his hair catching fire, so he just started carrying around a flask of water on the passenger seat of the car just in case it happened, and it did. Several more times. But did you hear about the guy, the Japanese fella? You could call him either the luckiest or unluckiest person in the world. He managed to survive the Hiroshima nuclear bomb relatively unscathed.
Yeah,
He got blown into a ditch or something. Then he drove to, when he saw what had happened, he thought, I'm getting out of here, drove to his sisters in Nagasaki, and then he got nuked again the day after. She's like, what? And survived again. Yeah. America have nuked me personally twice, and I'm still here.
Yeah, he's not got a positive word to say about the Americans.
Have you seen the South Park where they've convinced the Japanese that the plane that dropped the atomic bombs was piloted by whales and dolphins, and that's why Japan killed loads of whales and dolphins? Fuck your whale! Fuck your dolphin! And they come in with spears and kill them all because they think it was them.
The poor whales.
Right, shall we start?
Yep.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. Right, so let's roll some diceinanger. It's been a little while for this one. This is Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus, session 24. It's only 24.
Oh, that's that poisonous monkey again.
I feel like Avernus has sort of had a pace slow down up. That it's been a bit of uppy downy, hasn't it?
Yeah. I wonder if it's one of those, you know how we occasionally get 2 games in a month of something or other. I wonder if it's going to go like in a cycle, and who knows? Who knows? I'm Dave, Dungeon Master. To my immediate right is Sammy, who's playing Zolchar. Oh yeah. Beneath her is Lewis, who's playing Mephiston. Word. Bottom right is Jake, who's playing Ace Vengeance. Yeah, I still enjoy saying Ace Vengeance. So I'll go top left is Sam, who's playing Tinker. Beneath him is Mark, who's playing Nuzgrund. Rock and roll. And last but not least, Tom, who's playing Grismore. Sweet. So you recap is you know where you are. You're in Avernus at the minute. You've descended into Avernus to save the city of Elturel, which you're still in. It's suspended above the river Styx, beneath, attached to Avernus, by reports pulling it into the river Styx itself are these infernal iron chains. The descent of Elturel was stopped by an incursion of the Blood War, so demons versus devils, and all literal hell broke loose, which has stopped the descent of Elturel. So during your time here, all you've heard is shouts and screams of battle, thousands of feet or hundreds of feet beneath you on the surface of Avernus. You discovered, or thought you discovered, the whereabouts of Grand Duke Ulder Ravengard, who was your mercenary leader from the Flaming Fist. You went to rescue him and found out that he wasn't at the High Hall. High Hall. He was at the chapel. You went to the chapel and you found a portal to the abyss. You did find Ulder Ravengard, and he has a sort of a divine device on his head. He's got the helm of Tormsight on his head. And you surmised that the idea was that he was going to try and commune with Torm the True, to try and find help. But this being Avernus and evil, corrupt, and perverted, something happened, and Grand Duke Ulder Ravengard is currently possessed, and he's speaking celestial and abyssal. Out of this, where you found him, this abyssal portal, it seemed to lead to a realm of Baphomet, the Minotaur lord, the lord of labyrinths and trousers, especially complicated trousers.
Yeah,
Hey, we've all got both our feet stuck in one leg before.
yeah. I've had trousers.
Don't talk to me about zips.
A painful variety.
The Dark Lord of Trouser Zips. I mean,
I'll make a note of that one, Dave.
Yeah, you've got to be careful.
Nice one, Sam.
Go commando in zip-fly jeans, you've got to be really careful.
So this is where we're going to pick up, because Tinker and Ace weren't there at the time. So you've Tinker and Ace, you've just arrived at the cemetery. There's sort of demon ichor around everywhere. There's devils, the remains of devils. When devils die in Avernus, they do kind of stay here. Their bodies do turn into ash. But there's also undead around, some still active. And you arrive at a chapel just as a battle finishes, to find your fellows battered, bruised, severely on their last legs, with Grand Duke Ulder Ravengard with his helm on. As you're having to pretty much carry him, he will, if you guide him, he will weight bear and walk a little bit, but he's doing this sort of crazy thing, you know, how in films where they sort of shake the head and it goes all fuzzy and then it goes still and then it shakes, and then he's speaking in celestial and abyssal, the language of the abyss.
I'll need to
You know what he's saying?
I'll need to go and top my drink up, don't I?
Oh, let's play the mark game.
Yeah.
It's the mark game.
It's the mark game. Yeah, I forgot about the mark game. Go on then. Who's having what?
It's time for the mark game.
Time for the mark game.
Fiendish.
Fiendish, gotcha.
Sausage.
Oh. Okay.
Sausage was mentioned during WoW, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's all right.
He
It's all right.
He says it's a favourite of his. He said. Yeah. I'm gonna go with
Sandwich.
Sizzle.
Sizzle. Is that yours, Tom? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Jake went with sandwich.
Sandwich, Jake?
Yep.
Okay.
What you got, Sammy?
Pressure's on, Sammy.
Pressure's on because I didn't hear him.
Oh no, you just got to guess what he's going to say next.
Oh. Goat.
Goat. Okay, so the mark game is relatively simple. When he gets up and disappears, he's going to say normally 2 words, a verb and a noun. If anyone guesses in chat, we've got a Mike Rezo on this evening. Hello, Mike.
Oh.
If you want to guess a random word, either if you get it right, the players win a magic item. If anyone's re-watching, then if you comment, then the players could win a magic item for next session, which I've somehow got to work in. I'll wait till he's back, because he kind of had a plan with what to do with Ulder Ravengard.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm just plagiarising the 2x4 gastropod then, if you know what I'm saying.
Thanks, Mark.
Just for the record. I disagree heavily. It's morally wrong plagiarism, just to be clear.
What is your favourite gastropod?
It'd have to be, if we're going to be... Can I have extinct ones? In fact, no. Now I'm trying to think, gastropods aren't actually. It'd probably be a common garden snail, actually. This is my favourite gastropod.
Dude, I was going to go with snail. I was going to go exactly with snail. It's always disappointing when you accidentally crunch one, but it's kind of like, oh, that sounded nice. No!
Yeah, I do feel mean. And it's weird because I hate slugs, but snails are great. What did the slug say to the snail? Big issue. Sorry.
That was quite good. There's someone on the internet playing the Mark game. Mark,
Hey, hello.
say hello to Mike.
Oh, Mike.
Yeah. So you had a plan with what to do, Mark. I don't know if you remember.
Yes, I do. We were taking Jeffrey to see the girl whose name has slipped past me, but I've got it written down here. But we've got to go and see. Do
we know what he's saying?
Very
can you
was
I
the
can
girl
speak
we were.
Abyssal.
You can speak Abyssal. Okay, you pick.
Yeah, I can speak Abyssal.
Abyssal. I believe you all went. Yeah, so I think you've got Abyssal and Infernal, but no one picked up Celestial. That's another thing. That's another thing I like with the 2024. They've gone with sort of basic languages that you can learn to start off with, and then there's sort of advanced languages. Why would a farmer's boy be able to speak Abyssal? I kind of like that.
Yeah, my
feature.
mate Nick could speak Shadoo. Did we ever meet a Shadoo? Nope.
No.
So it wasn't very handy.
So you pick up a few words. It's intelligible, but you pick up Baphomet, who is the demon prince, demon lord. You pick up various sort of disgusting kill everyone, kill myself. It's sort of very much your mother sucks cock in hell type situation. And then there's almost sort of becomes serene, and this sort of I always think of Elvish being Welsh and Celestial sort of similar to that. It's very sort of serene, which you can't quite make out. But yeah, he's being tortured. Proper mindfuck going on.
Could be
Yeah,
worse. It could be his bottom.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't think he'd put the helm on his bottom though, Mark. I mean, you know, was it the
I'm
old
sure.
German helmets with a big pointy bit on the end of it
Yeah.
that suddenly sprung to? I mean,
A group of radiologists anonymously released a book of X-rays of things that people had got stuck in their bottoms, obviously without any identifying, way to identify. But there was somebody who had a Buzz Lightyear up their bottom. You know, the ones
Yeah.
the Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
It's like, how the fuck? Anyway,
I wish people would stop bringing this up. I'm very embarrassed about it.
I just saw it. Just landed on it. So why has got a condom on it? Oh no!
Safety first.
It's
Right,
got some sharp
Let's
bits on it,
take
you know.
Older Ravengard back to High Hall to see the lady whose name I
Yeah,
also
Fairy
can't
A
find the note of.
Jinx. Yeah, that was the name of the girl who made a point of telling us she's good at exercising cattle. So we'll see if we can get him sorted down there with that.
okay, so let me give you the map of El Chirel again. Hopefully, Map Tools is going to behave today, not take 3 years to load up. Although there is a new feature now, it does tell me that 6 of 7 of you can currently see this. 7 of 7 of you can currently see this, so that's well handy.
I've got a map of El Chirel.
So you're in the cemetery over here. That's the ruins of High Hall. So you have got a reasonable direct route, unless you wanted to take any detours or special precautions. You like I say, you're struggling to move Ulder Ravengard at speed. So what would the plan be to get back to High Hall?
We long rest because we're all absolutely battered.
Yeah, we need to find somewhere. Oh, do we do that? Do we get him back first, though? I think we've got to get Jeff back first.
My name's Jeff.
The only issue we have with that is if we encounter something on the way.
Yeah, because we're screwed if we do.
I'm tapped out.
Yeah, we've got nothing. Oh God, would anybody benefit from a short rest? I certainly would.
Yeah, hit points.
Yeah.
I mean,
Shall we risk a short rest?
I can do a bit of cure light wounds.
Risk it for a chocolate biscuit.
I'd why not?
We're probably better off taking the short rest because obviously I think I've got 2 first level spell slots and that's it for me. But most of us are tapped out of resources, so
Okay.
Probably better that you keep spell slots. We take 10 minutes or an hour, and then roll some hit dice, get some HP back, and then move forward.
Let's do that then. Let's click on the little shorty rest and see if I can get some hit dice.
Well, let's wait and see if Dave tells us if we can or not.
Oh
first.
yeah, that makes sense.
It is kind of a plan. Yeah, you can get away with a short rest. You would be on high alert. There's the occasional skeleton and zombie, but nothing more sinister. But you can.
What if we move the group into the chapel and then Ace and Tinker can stand guard?
Well, I was assuming that's what you would be doing. It's not secure enough. You're not going to be able to make it secure enough to get away with a long rest, but certainly a short rest. I'm happy with. That's a lot of hit dice people are suddenly recuperating.
Yep.
I'll spend 3.
All do I
Yeah.
do?
That's
I hit
All
dice.
of mine.
Where's
You
my
click on
short
short
rest?
Oh, you're on your tablet, aren't you?
It's
Uh-huh.
not very intuitive.
Ah.
I don't
I don't
think.
want to play this
Hit
game
dice
with the
thing.
time how long it takes for him to get back to his desk, but I might have to.
It's time for the Tom trips over a dog.
There's now
well,
3.
an obstacle. There's an added obstacle this time. And she is
So,
a bit of a unit.
Click on. She is. automatically apply healing with dice result. So
That sounds positive, Sammy. I don't know how to do it on a tablet.
it's giving me 6 boxes.
Yeah,
So
you can either tick one at a
ticks from that
time.
one.
So do I
Make
need to
sure
do all
you-
6?
Click one and then roll the dice, and then if you need another, spend another one. Do the same again, and then when you're happy, click take rest. It's not as intuitive as it could be.
It's giving, yeah, I'll take that. I clicked
Right.
2 and it's rolled 13, so I'm 30 again. I can cope with that.
Sound,
If you
that's
take
not too bad.
Take short rest, that should automatically
How have
add
you
on.
only got 40
Oh!
hit points?
Yes!
Who's
What's
got
up,
40
Lily?
hit points?
Sammy.
Sammy's character.
Yeah, how have you only got about
I think when we did the last level up, I think I got really poor.
Okay. Right,
The other thing, though, is not. Did we not all automatically get a feat?
Not a campaign feat, no. I give you a starter feat if you wanted one. But
Yeah,
that was
I thought
level
that-
1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Level 8 gonna be when we get another feat if we're not dual class. Anyway.
Okay, let's carry on a bit then. So you've managed to rest. You've managed to recuperate, lick your wounds, as it were. Avernus is still Avernus. There's the occasional fireball shooting down. Everything's red in terms of the scenery. The blood war's still happening beneath you. You do, while you're in the cemetery, you see spine devils flying over the top of you. You even see Vrox. You see demons flying over as well. You know you're going to have to be careful. And you've got Ulder Ravengard to look after. What's the plan? What are we going to do?
We just need to look as casual as possible, like we own the place, and just stroll over.
My
I'll be
horse.
helping Mardo.
What happened to that imp that we befriended?
That he hasn't returned yet. You sent him on a recce to do something that because I run far too many games and don't pay enough attention. I can't remember why, but he hasn't returned yet. But I haven't forgotten about him, Lou.
Dave's killed him. He hates NPCs.
We sent him to get us
Oh, here we
supplies.
go.
Can I just quickly ask how long it is a short rest again?
It's an hour.
Cool. Can I have my owl, please, Dave?
Sure.
Thank you. My familiar.
Yeah. There's enough charcoal in Avernus for you to just go outside and find some.
Could I use the hour to use my disguise kit to masquerade as a devil again?
There's a devil again. Of course you can, Jake.
Yeah, boy.
So
Just stand up straight and look as big and tough as you can.
it worked quite well last time. So the plan is to look like you own the place and strut through.
Confidently, like we're meant to be there, and everybody would automatically know why we were there, and they'd be stupid to have to ask. That's the kind of attitude I want to project.
Well, I can almost be leading them through the streets as well. Like they're with me anyway, and I'll be playing
Definitely
my
look at your-
V-shaped lute anyway as we stroll through.
Nice.
Maybe have my little owl off, sort of scouting ahead, checking.
Yeah, just make sure we don't accidentally run
Walk
into
into
something.
something,
real
yeah.
bad.
Okay. So let's throw a little encounter into this then, just so we can actually roll some diceinanger. You managed to get to a part of El Chirel where straight ahead is High Hall. If you were to go any other way, it would take at least 2 hours further if you go north, and 3 hours if you go south because of all of the collapsing buildings. At this intersection, you spot quite a large force of spined and bearded devils being marshalled by a barbed devil. And it looks like, I mean, there's at least 10 spined, 5 bearded, and this one barbed devil. It seems to be berating them all for something. And it doesn't look like they're in a rush. And at this point, Ulder Ravengard starts to become more agitated, to the point that as you're guiding him, he's pushing you away. And he looks like he's about to start screaming as, we'll say, Nuzgrand, you manage to jump carefully on top of him. And,
next to him.
Yeah, but he's pushing you off, and it becomes clear that you're either going to need to go the long way around and retreat, or do something about this force, because they are going to become aware of you very, very soon.
I mean, Ace is going to quite happily start strolling forward towards these devils.
Okay,
go
Get
with
ready.
the
Devils,
original plan.
aren't they?
We own the place. We're meant to be here. Don't give.
Are they devils or they are devils, aren't they? Rather than demons.
The devils.
These are
Demons,
devils,
so I will
yeah.
shrink down in that case. So I will make myself look more like a prisoner and less like a towering Minotaur would do.
Okay.
What I'd love to do if it was effective is go fireball.
Well, Baphomet's a demon, not a devil, so I'd be opposed to them. If that makes sense. So trying to play politics. Trying to play politics of the situation.
Well, Ace.
Go on, dude. Go on.
Ace will quite happily start swanning over, and he'll almost like march up to them, and he'd be like, "What are your orders?"
So as you walk over, the bearded devils stand to attention with their glaives, and it's very militaristic. It's very snap to attention as the barbed devil looks you over and starts to grin. And he'll say, "What is it to you, flesh bag?"
Flesh bag, do you know who I am?
Right. Roll. What are you going to roll?
Persuasion?
Go for it.
Or performance? But performance, I reckon.
Go with performance then.
Can I give a guidance?
Sure.
I don't need it.
He says, "Just don't roll a 1."
So it's the immortal. Don't you know who I am? As soon as you say that, there's sort of a leap backwards, and he'll say, "No, who are you?"
Well, you should know who I am. I'm one of Zariel's champions.
He drops to his knees, and the others, some of the bearded devils, don't notice him do this, and he goes, grabs one by the shirt collar, and says, kneel in front of Zariel's chosen.
And then at this point, I'm going to speak up and go, "Bow before your master."
I want to pretend to be an orc and stand there.
I mean, your measly bowing is not enough. You should be kissing my feet.
I'll try.
I mean,
try so on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey. So, okay, I'll tell you what I'll do then. So the barb devil at this will sort of say, you and pointed towards the spine devil, "You kiss his feet, and these spine devils all fly to, and they line up one at a time and kiss Ace's feet. That felt wrong coming out of my mouth, Jake.
Mission accomplished.
But kind of on that note, Ace would be like, you have brought great dishonor upon yourselves and your lord Zariel. Now, if I were you,
Jesus Christ.
I would scarp her very quickly and get out of my sight before I unleash my wrath upon you.
Mark's found the soundboard again, people.
Oh, Mark, stop it. So,
Sorry, I'll never do that again.
thanks, Mark. So, at
Just
this
don't press the imp
point,
one, Mark.
I'll press it, Mark.
Oh, we'll have to do now. I've been closing soundboard. The imp.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I had that as Sue's ringtone years before Ted the movie came out. You know, that's how it is. It's got to be done.
I think something important is going to happen. What, like anal? My favourite lines from Ted.
So, as you seem to be pushing this a little bit, and you very much get the impression that the barbed devil has more questions. The bearded devils haven't moved, and the closest one to him, he sort of leans over as this bard devil says something to him. And the bearded devils now approach, all 5 of them, weapons ready with the spine devils behind. And the lead barbed devil, the bearded devil, will say, so tell me, what... forgive me for asking, Lord, but why are you here and who are these?
These are my prisoners. However, I do not answer questions. I do not answer questions from you. This is not how you address your superiors.
I'll go up to him, God's prematurely, say, my lord, should we not proceed before we don't want to make the mistress angry? And then I'll go all meek again.
Nice. So this bearded devil sort of like, oh yeah. Turns back to the barbed devil, but the barbed devil's not having this at all. He sort of shakes his head and sort of gestures. And the bearded devil turns back to him and he says, sorry, Lord, I mean no disrespect, but...
That is all you were doing, is disrespect. Now get
sorry,
out
Lord,
of my sight.
I'm sorry, Lord, I'm sorry, but where is Zariel right now?
Running her errands.
Okay, let's have another roll. You can do performance again, obviously, if you want to.
With guidance.
With guidance, I might need the guidance. 17.
Oh, so the bearded devil at this. Yes, Lord, of course, But yeah, who are we to question? Zariel. Hail Zariel.
Hail Zariel.
Nice. So he now turns back to the barb devil, and the barb devil's still not having it, but the bearded devil is a lesser caste, but you've clearly outmaneuvered his leader. So they eventually part, and the barb devil has no choice but to sort of let you go, unless you wish to stir the pot any further.
I would suggest against it. We've got to get Jeff to. We've got to unpossess Jeff because he's not in a good place at all.
No, well, I think now he's a bit all high and mighty about this. Is very much like, that's too right. Carry on walking away. See you later. Like almost like he's just almost like standing really like tall and aloof, and he's going to be like, "Come on, fellas, and let's get moving."
Okay, yeah. As you move past, because the Ulder Ravengard is clearly drawing their attention. They've no idea what to make of him and what's happening with the Minotaur and all the rest of it. So, but you managed to get past, no problem. High Hall is pretty much as you left it. There's no presence of any fiends around it. It's still a crumbled mess. I think I had a picture somewhere which I might try and give you. I've got a picture of Furrier Jinx though. And as you make your way inside, it is Furrier Jinx that comes out to meet you. Now, apologies for this, Sammy. You never know. You might appreciate it. But I did a Google search for hot goth chicks. And this is
Sorry,
what came up.
my course is in the wardrobe, Dave.
Well, I mean, we've got time, Sammy.
Something tells me it wouldn't fit me anymore.
So you've met. Most of you have met Ferrier before. She was aware of your work. She's aware of the band's work.
Oh yeah.
And as you enter High Hall, she's there with the druid that you've rescued and a few other people. And straight away she recognises Ulder Ravengard, and she's and she looks confused, and she listens to the Celestial, and then listens to the Abyssal, and looks around and says, "He's possessed." And as she says the word "possessed," Ace walks through the door. And she looks up at Ace and she just melts. She just goes, "Oh, yeah."
Ace is just going to stand there with almost like both hands on his hips, like again, like really torn and aloof. And he's just going to wink at her.
All right. Do me a favour then. Roll another performance, and I'm not going to add your modifier, but if you get 10 or more, she literally goes weak at the knees and goes down to the ground.
All right. Not while I'm watching. I'll say, no, later, please.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's sort of ancient. And so manages to compose herself a little bit as to the plight of Ulder Ravengard, and you can tell she's doing that thing where she's trying to concentrate and keeps looking. It says vengeance.
I am a sponge.
So she says, "No, bring him in. Tell me what happened. I need to know what's afflicting him."
It's
tap on the
helmet.
helmet.
That helmet's not very good. It's doing weird things.
She sort of looks round the helmet and says, "Oh, I see. This. Okay. Right. So we need to remove the helmet. We need to exorcise whatever's inside him. I do know of a ritual, but we need an altar. The altar inside the chapel is still desecrated. We could probably clear it off with the holy water down below. We also need an item of holy significance, a powerful item that was imbued with the power of a god.
Are you a powerful item? Ace is just going to drop his V-shaped loot and he's just going to start like strumming a tune on it.
I'll offer my glaive, Dave. Say that this was presented to me by the Morning Lord personally. I don't know if it'll help.
I was going to say, didn't you find something as well?
He's got a shield, hasn't he?
Not celestial origin.
I can either confirm or deny this.
I thought it was just something simple like a cross.
Dave, she's on to us.
Spiky man.
Make sure you use it the other way around. It's got a flared base then.
Ooh. She'll say, in terms of the glaive, she'll say that this should do it. This should do it. You're going to have to be the conduit. If we need to clear the altar. I'll say the ritual. It should only take a minute, maybe two. And then if I send the power through you, Nuzgrund, through the glaive, and you hold your glaive against Ulder Ravengard, hopefully we can do this.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
But I'll need protecting, and Nuzgrund will need protecting if anything does appear.
We've got the best.
I'm sure we can sort something about that.
We may need to take a rest in that case.
Well, we've had a short rest, haven't we? So we've got a
Yes,
few
but
hit
we've got
points.
spell
Fingers.
holders.
Yeah, this is true.
So it is at this point that Ulder Ravengard will start to have a full tonic-clonic seizure. And he starts jerking and twitching in motion that you've not seen him do yet, as his hands. No, it's not rhythmical, Lewis. But thanks for your input. And he's sort of, you're sort of trying to console him as best as you can. But he's 1 minute into the seizure, 2 minutes into the seizure, as sort of froth and blood comes out of the side of his mouth. He's
We've got to do
Are you
it
sure
now.
he's not just trying to mosh? I can start trying to play Master of Puppets.
Earlier.
Obviously, with that happening, would one of us want to actually go and try and stop him from biting his tongue any further and choking to death?
I'm next to it. So I've got a hold of him, so I can, but I can't stop him biting his tongue or anything. Stop him
You
falling
put a
down.
jaw thrust in.
Yeah.
It does it as you sort of go to him after two minutes. I mean, it seems like a lot longer, but after 2 minutes or so, it subsides and he goes back to this head shaking. But yeah, Ferrier says, "Yeah, Grismore, I agree. We need to do this. We need to do this now." And she goes all business like, and it's like a switch has turned on, and she'll say, "Right, Nosgrund with me. Grismore, you help carry Ulder Ravengard. Ace, down to the basement, go and fetch the holy water. Mephiston, Zorchar, and Tinker, you can help. We'll meet you next to the altar."
Let's go.
Okay, so she's very businesslike as she moves into the main chapel. So we're happy to go along with the plan.
Yeah.
Before it
okay.
starts, because obviously because she mentioned about protecting, Tinker does the old deploys his mage armor.
Nice. Yeah, I do like how you do that, mate.
Out of curiosity, has anybody watched Dan yet? The anime?
No.
No? Okay, you won't know what I'm talking about then, but definitely watch it. It's funny. And Sam, watch episode 1 and look at the robot aliens, and I expect Tinker to do that next session.
You have to text me the name of that one, mate. I won't remember.
It's hilarious.
We've got Demon Slayer on in the background here.
Is that? I thought that was just a comic. I didn't realise it was a.
On
Yeah.
Netflix. It's awesome.
Is it? Is it good?
I mean, I haven't read the manga, but yeah. Seems good.
Yeah, my niece was into it. We bought one for Christmas. I think it was last year. Obviously, I read it. It was quite good. It was quite good. Right. So you managed to get the holy water. The let me force you map. So the altar, it takes you a little while to clear the blood and gore. If you recall, Lewis, Mephiston actually tried to cleanse this altar already, and it was full of viscera and blood and guts. You sort of started to clean it, but there was more than you were able to actually do. But with a concerted effort, you do actually manage to shift everything from it and renew the altar back to its sort of pristine condition. So what we'll need Ulder Ravengard as well. Here he is. So what I'd like you to do, gentleman and lady, is Ferrier's here. Ulder Ravengard. Yeah, it's all right, mate. It's your 7 of 7. There you go. Should be.
Yeah,
that's such a handy little feature. Just to.
Yeah.
It's probably been there since the conception of map tools, but I've only just noticed it myself. Right. So let's zoom you. Oh, Josh isn't with us today, is he?
But Tinker is.
I am a giraffe.
Tink. Yeah. That went a little bit West Country.
And
Not
my
really a giraffe, you
my
fell for
owl,
it.
please, Dave.
Armadillo.
How many
Oi, oi.
armadillos? 2 armadillos.
Crunchy on the outside.
They don't make them like that anymore.
No. Can you remember your first dime bar?
There was on Facebook on the D&D UK site. There was 3. Well, there were 2 sort of English people doing far more professional things than we're doing on YouTube, and one was Channel Divinity. We had a brief conflab. I think one was from South, and then there was another one in the North, and we had a bit of. And I was like, "Oh, what are you on about, North and South? We're from the Midlands, motherfuckers, to recognise." So it was all nicely spirited. But I watched one of these Channel Divinities, and it's Channel Divinity as in Devon. So they introduce themselves, and then they all go "Ooar," which
very strange.
About standard.
To be fair, it's probably better than hello. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, now brown cow.
How's it going, Bab?
You all right, Bab? Oh, right. So, Feria. Feria, as she's what she's going to do is she's going to start chanting. One hand up, channeling the energy. One hand on Nuzgron's shoulder. She will say to Nuzgron that she's going to channel. Apologies, Mark. She's channeling the power through. So your turn is going to be Constitution saving throws every round. Yeah, that's your only interaction for this bit, mate. But which is why when you said you're going to do it, you're the perfect choice, right? And then you've got your glaive rested on Ulder Ravengard, who's here. So what I would like the rest of you to do is position yourself where you want to be.
Is there anywhere that is that's a bit higher up that gives me an advantage of vision?
Let me have an overview.
It's going to rip out Cecil's bile duct. I'll be back.
Oh, that's a new one.
Yeah.
That's out there, isn't it?
And I want to know what Cecil's done to annoy him, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I want to know who Cecil is first.
And I also want to know if Cecil definitely has a bile duct. That's very key piece of information.
I like how none of us worried that Mark might have someone called Cecil locked up in his flat. Like we all just went, "Oh, that's an interesting one." Isn't it?
Cecil's Mark's pet hamster.
Yeah. Okay, Sammy. What I'll say then, you can sort of fashion something. It's not. Yeah, we'll say there's sort of some scaffolding here. When it descended in, it looked like they were doing some repair work up above, and those scaffolds are still up. So if you want to, what I was going to say to you though, if you're positioning yourself there, you're in like sort of snipe position? I take it.
Yeah. So basically, I'd like to roll perception and see if I can see anything that is coming in order to warn people.
Gotcha. Okay. So the only thing I'd say to you is you're going to be like 15 feet up on this frame.
Yep.
And it's quite exposed. So there's no cover.
Can I make a stealth check?
It's reasonably well lit.
No, can't.
Yeah, sorry, dude.
What do you guys think? Worth it or not?
You're better off somewhere you can't be seen. It'd be my suggestion.
You're gonna struggle with can't be seen. You've got this altar that has just been purified and it's well lit all around. Unless you're wanting to stand behind here, everything's quite well lit. So if you'll forgive me, Tom, maybe height advantage might be the best for Zorchar at the minute.
I've got visions of him doing like a scary movie, hiding behind a curtain with his legs sticking out.
Its tail sticking out instead.
Yeah. Oh, hanging upside down like Nightcrawler.
Do I need to make a servant go yet?
Not just yet. No, we're positioning. So, Sammy, you're on scaffolding up 15 feet up. Everyone else happy where they are?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Ferrier starts channeling these. She starts this ritual, and you can hear the divine words coming through her as this glow starts in a hand as it channels down through to Nuzgrond. Through this channel, and I'll go with a pulse, so it sort of pulses through, and on the very first pulse, we'll have a Constitution saving throw from Nuzgrond then, as these two demonic faces go from underneath the helmet and land either side of Ulder Ravengard and scream their defiance, anger, and dedication to the fascist cause, apparently. And let's roll initiative.
Either that or they're commies. Probably commies.
Well,
yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Unexpected hamster.
Yeah, that's normally someone roll initiative at the same time as me.
Do I need to roll, Dave?
Yeah, please, if you don't mind. You've started us off. So you didn't take any damage. You can feel this power coursing through you, and it burns. It stings, Mark. You know, like the day after a curry stings. You know.
Oh,
yeah.
Speaking of Japan earlier,
I had to ghost chili for a bet in work. It was a dried one. And eating it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was quite bad, but it wasn't that bad. But I could have told you at any point from an hour after swallowing it, I could have told you exactly where it was in my digestive system. It's like, yeah, that's lower intestine. Yeah, definitely. And it hurt like I've never been hurt before getting rid of it. It was, yeah. Anyway, you don't want to know about that, so crack on.
It's too late, Mark. It's too late. We're already there. We got on the bus with you. We travelled down that road.
Sorry.
It's always entertaining, Mark. Don't worry about it. So, has everyone rolled?
I have.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Okay. So it's demonic spirit A that's first to act, and the demonic spirit A is going to go straight for Nuzgrond.
Piss off.
So 19. Does a 19 hit you, Mark?
Yes, it certainly does.
Yeah, that's going to be 8 points of lightning damage.
Is that it, or is there more to come?
That's it.
Right. Taking that.
As Ace, you see this demonic spirit, this sort of face. Well, in fact, it says lightning. We'll go with necrotic damage. No, we'll stick with lightning. Fuck it. What does Ace want to do?
Is Ulder Ravengard actually on the altar at the moment?
He's here. So you've got this sort of divine chain going. So Ferrier's on the altar. Nuzgrond's holding Ferrier's shoulder, and his glaive is resting on Ulder Ravengard, who's kneeling on the floor. And these two spirits have just come out from underneath his helmet.
Okay. Ace is going to stand up on the altar.
Okay, that's going to raise an opportunity attack from this spirit then.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. That's what Ace is all about, Jake. Let's face it.
Yeah.
16?
16 is going to hit.
Oh, okay. 6 points. Only 6 points of lightning.
Wonderful. He's going to get up on top of the altar, and Ace is going to start playing a metal inspiring like riff. He's just going to go really hardcore with it, and he's going to use Mantle of Inspiration. So as a bonus action, spend 1 use of Bardic Inspiration to grant 8 temporary hit points to 5 creatures. 8 for 5 creatures that are within 60 feet of me. So I'm going to throw Summit Nuzzy, Grizz, Tinker, Mephiston, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Zorcher as well.
Cool.
So how many? It's
so
temporary.
8 temporary hit points for everybody.
That's better than a kick in the nadges.
And then, are they actual demons? Are they just demons? Are they actually like in a physical form at the moment, or are they just like literally just like floating?
It's like a floating incorporeal head, so it just looks like a demon incorporeal head that's screaming, and as it's screaming, it's sort of giving off this sort of kinetic burst of electricity.
Okay. Would it be able to make a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Yes, it would.
Lovely. So the one that's just got at me, can I get it to make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Yeah.
It rolls 6, Jake.
Wonderful. So Ace is going to start really like heavily strumming his lute, and as he does that, he's going to unleash Ace's hideous headbang on this demon spirit. So all you're going to see is this corporeal demon head just start like thrashing around in time with the music.
Nice. So talk me through the conditions that causes.
So, a creature of your choice that you can see within range begins to feel the music within its core. The metal begins to take a hold. The creature drops to its knees and raises its hands to the sky, hailing the metal horns. And as it embraces the metal, it begins uncontrollably headbanging. The target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand for the duration of the creature. For the duration.
I love your bard.
Yeah.
At the end of each of its turn, or if it takes damage, it gets to make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay, I was just checking through the list. Prone is one of its condition immunities. However, incapacitated isn't. So I'm assuming they're separate. They're not inclusive. So it doesn't fall prone and then become incapacitated. So, this. As you're strumming away, the lightning, this kinetic pulse actually starts pulsing to the beat as this incorporeal head starts banging, rocking backwards and forwards. I shouldn't have done that, so I'm too old for that.
Ace is just going to raise his horns up and go, "Come on, motherfuckers, you got this!"
Okay, I'm gonna interject something now. So you. Ferrier Jinx is stood right next to you, channeling divine powers, as Ace has stood with his crotch thrust forward, right at eye level. So I'm going to give her. I'm going to give her some form of saving throw. So I'm going to roll a d20. I'm going to give her advantage, given the fact that it's very important. So she needs to roll. I'm just going to say over 10. She's rolled under, right? So she falters. She falters, and she just goes. Oh, no! And we're going to start another demon spirit is going to appear. It's pure accident. No, in fact, you know what? 2 more are going to appear.
Sorry.
What? Right, let me roll initiative for them because we're right at the start.
I'm going to scream and everyone, concentrate for God's sake!
Yeah. No, she's devastated. Sorry, no. And she does. She turns away from Ace now on purpose as she reaches towards the divine powers again. Right, Demon Spirit D is going to move. He's got a choice. No, what he's going to do is move towards Nuzgrond. Okay, yeah, it's going to be Nuzgrond. They're all going towards Nuzgrond and Feria. What? So Nuzgrond, you can see these demon spirits or these demonic heads coming towards Feria. Did you want to impose yourself in the way?
Yes, I don't. They're not going to get to her.
Yeah.
And if
Okay.
you get into range, I'll use my. I've got my reaction. So.
Okay. No, I knew you'd say yes, but I just wanted to confirm it.
Yeah.
Right, 19 to hit you. You take 8 points of damage.
Yeah, that's going to be 8 points of damage.
Okay, Grismore. Yeah, sorry, Jake. I feel really bad. It just suddenly occurred to me that Feria Jinx is like your number one groupie. Yeah.
I mean, it's funny. It's got me in stitches. I'm sorry, guys. You let me back in for one session and I do this.
Sorry for being so goddamn sexy.
Blame the choir boys. That's what I say.
Not the choir boys.
Stop blaming priests for molesting choir boys. Blame the choir boys for being so goddamn sexy.
What was that off?
That it was a letter in the Viz. You know, they used to have a fake letters page. It was sent in by somebody signing the name as Father something or other.
Okay, so as an action, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on Demonic Spirit A. So that'd be a dex saving throw, please, Dave.
Yeah, sure. Right, let's get through this then. Dex saving throw. I've put... Ooh, natural 20. 29. These things are fast.
Yeah. And then as a bonus action, I will enter my starry form. Get back on a short rest, apparently. And I'll throw in the form of an archer, and I'll throw a radiant bolt at the same target.
Go for it, yeah. Yeah, because it's you get a wild shape back, don't you? And that's... Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, these things are too fast. That it just cruises past. Right, just remind me when Mark gets back. He's gone just as it's his turn again, isn't he? And he needs to make a Constitution saving throw when he gets back. C is gonna. City's going to move towards Nuzzy as well. You very much get the impression that they're trying to take Nuzgrond just out of the picture now. This one's going to miss with an 11, however. Tinker.
I'm going to try and slap C with my rapier and a booming blade.
Sure, go for it.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm going to do green flame blade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Con save, Mark.
Con save.
Nice.
30-20.
Hold on, Mark. No damage. Go on, Sam. Roll your damage.
Nice. Yeah, Sam. That's what we needed.
So my rapier is silvered.
Ooh. No. Afraid not.
No. Wow. And then flame blade. So I do 1d8 on both?
Yeah.
This level, the melee attack deals extra 1d8 fire damage to the target on a hit, and the fire damage to the second creature increases to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Well, it's 2d8 because you've crit.
On both of them.
What? I don't know, mate.
Yeah. So I've hit the one in front of me, which I've actually hit with the sword. That'll take 2d8 damage. and
Okay.
then the other one will take 2d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
Gotcha. So roll 2d8, and then what is your ability modifier?
It's intelligence, so it's plus 5.
Sound. Okay, so 11.
But that's only to the second one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you just add your ability modifier to that one, or do you want to roll it the second time?
I was just going to leave it the same. So
Yeah,
the one
okay.
I've hit with the sword takes 11. The one I didn't hit with the sword takes 16.
Okay.
Is that a green
Oops.
flame blade? Is it?
Yeah.
It is. They seem resistant to your non-magical damage and resistant to your fire. They're not immune to it, so yeah, you've done a lot more damage to them than you were expecting to be, even though they are resistant to it. Anything else from you then, Sam?
As a bonus action, I begin to dance.
Like a
Dance,
loon.
dance.
Think about a dance now, Mephiston.
Beep, 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 beep. Beep,
Right then,
beep,
you
beep.
bastards. Let's see. May as well go for D. That's in front of me. It's advantage because we're flanking, aren't we?
Yes, it's concentrating on nothing, so yeah.
Yeah, cool. So, got a bonus action hex on him first, please.
Done.
Is it still active from last time because it's 8 hours, or?
No. Yeah, go on then.
Right.
Yeah.
Less than 8 hours.
Well, you've had a short. Oh, yeah. No, because you. Yeah,
an
go
hour.
on. Yeah. Yeah, you only had a short rest, yeah.
Lovely jobby. Right. I've a 18.
Okay. No. 18, it manages to swerve out of the way.
Okay, I'll have another go then with me.
Yep.
27.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah. Okay, so it's resistant to necrotic, so 22
Yeah.
is exactly what you need to one-shot these things.
Nice.
You got down.
So I thought about something new. So as he's been journeying through the hells, Soul Drink is starting to absorb everything around it, especially with him now having the shield, which everybody's not quite privy to what's happening. It's taking more of like a Grim Reaper scythe look now. Soul Drinker. So as he swings it with the sword like that, it goes.
Cool.
You just see this huge, almost kind of shadowy scythe just slash through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sweet.
Anything else from you then?
No. Oh, yes, actually. Fucking map tools.
Hey now.
Can I move there?
Yeah.
A sidestep.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Sammy's Orchard's turn.
Am I right in saying that literally there is nothing I can do, or is it a resistance? It still does damage with normal weapons.
You'll still do damage with a normal weapon, just less.
Okay. I would like to do something slightly different then for a change. I would like to
Okay.
use my bonus action of steady aim. Give myself an advantage on my next attack roll on the current turn. Use the bonus action only if you haven't moved during this turn, and after using the action, your speed is 0 to the end of your current turn. So I would like to bonus action steady aim, and then I would like to use my short bow and take a
Wicked.
swing.
Okay, which one are you going to shoot at?
C, please.
Okay, roll with advantage. Come on, Sammy. We've had 2 natural 20s so far. That's your damage, Sammy.
That's
Try and hit
damage.
it first.
That's not. Well, we know there's 4 somewhere. No, that's disadvantage, Sam. You twats.
Come on.
Oh,
It's a ball.
oh, my tablet died. My tablet's just died.
Oh, you've hit.
22.
Yeah, you've hit with a 22.
Somebody roll me some damage. Well, 4.
What's your sneak attack?
Attack-wise, you can use if she's rolling advantage, she gets 2 extra damage.
Thanks, Mark.
don't
When I
know
say
that.
thanks, Mark, you know what I mean. Let me
me
just have a quick.
Oh,
Oh, is that game over for your tablet now, then, Sammy?
Mine's
It's
on my
fine,
work
I'll
bag. If you want to go
recharge.
grab mine. It's 3d6.
Okay. Do you want me to roll them for you?
change the card, Jess. Yes, please.
Supreme executive power. 9. So that's total. What did you do for 8? Plus 9. So 3 off 17. Half 17 is.
Did you want to grab mine up work bag? I'm pretty sure it's charged.
That's alright. Just thought I could plug it into the computer. One sec.
Get to the charger.
Get to the charger.
It's not
But it was
quite
then
enough.
Hunter.
Not far off, Sammy, but not quite enough. So you can't move. You've done. In fact, you've done your bonus
I
action
can't
and
move, that's
action.
it.
Yeah. So demonic spirit B is still moshing away to Ace's tune, but he does get another wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Rolls 5, Jake. He's still. Yeah. Let me put concentration on you so I remember, and 1 on low as well. So that takes us back to the start of the turn, which is demonic spirit A, attack on Nuzgrond. I know, Mark. What? Don't help him, Tom. 10. That misses you. Ooh, right, Ace's turn. Are you muted?
I'm not.
We fucking know you're. Sorry, Mark. Sorry, Mark. Yes.
Everyone said.
I still can't hear you, Jake.
It was merely adopted by the silence. Mark was born in it.
Nothing. No one else can hear him, can they?
No.
No. You not accidentally muted it on the actual headset, have you?
No, that's what I thought I'd done. I thought I'd accidentally muted it.
Hey!
Oh no! So I just had to disconnect my headset and reconnect it, but I hadn't. I wasn't actually on mute. So I'm going to use Shatter on these 2 here. I'm going to try and cast it to this spot here. It's like a 15-foot sphere, just to try and avoid this shizzle.
Yes.
You know how some dungeon masters are just cunts. I'm not going to do that to you, mate. Here is a scaffolding holding.
Me.
Yeah.
Let's not do that then. I'll use Thunderwave then. It's like a 15-foot cube.
Yeah. So So cube there. Yeah. Easy.
Yep. So can I have a Constitution saving throw from these 2 demonic spirits? Is that okay?
Definitely. First one rolls 9. Second one rolls 7.
So they both fail. So that's 3d8 of damage.
What type of damage?
Really poor thunder damage.
Okay, of course it's thunder damage.
13 points of thunder damage. And apparently they push 10 feet away if they've failed as well.
They have failed. So that one is 10. 15. This one doesn't have the wherewithal to deal with it. If you want to kill that one, Jake.
So Ace is just going to kind of drop down as he's playing his riff, which is going to keep inspiring everybody. He's still got the one demon spirit in a headbang, and then he's just going to like power chord through it. And as he does it, like the vibration just erupts out of the loot and like throws the one back, and then the other one just like almost like grabs onto his head as the vibrations just make it pop into like lightning.
Oh, I like it. So ethereal hands come out of nowhere. Is awesome. Anything else from you?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a bardic inspiration at Jinx for her next kind of like conduit. So kind of feel like, you know, like you can do this, like you're doing a fantastic job. But he's gonna do it by like
But
he's just
from
gonna turn
you,
around.
it's
he's
going to
gonna-
be a distraction.
He's gonna point at her.
Right, I'm going to get her to roll 2d20s. He loves it, doesn't he?
This is you and doors all over again, Jake.
I was just thinking the same thing.
It's because there's no doors in here, so he's got to find another way to do something.
Your mark's gone again, Jake. What aren't you?
What's going on with
That-
it? Still...
I think it might be the connection to the headset might be loose because you came back for a second then.
Oh, can you still hear me?
You're there now. Yeah, you're back now.
And predictably, she rolled. What did she roll? She rolled an 8 and a 9, which is under the prescribed 10. So,
What about with the bardic inspiration?
Oh, she can use. Ah,
Whoop! Few trousers. Don't you get to add a D something to the roll?
It's a
I do.
D6 or a
all right,
D8.
all right, all right. Okay,
It's a D8 now.
it's a D8. What I'm going to do, those demonic spirits, I'm just going to leave them there. I'm just going to put my toys to one side for next round when I'm. Right, so we won't add them to initiative just now. Grismore.
Okay, so we'll start off with the Celestial Arrow, see if we can for that this time. That's a natural 2, so no.
Oh, Tom.
Sorry, I should say I'm targeting Demonic Spirit A still.
Yeah.
But then I'll switch targets to Demonic Spirit. No, I won't. I'll carry on with A. But I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at first level.
Go for it, mate. Come on.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? That's a 10 to hit. Oh, I think that's the waste.
You're channeling your inner Argus here, mate, aren't you?
Yeah. To be fair, I've always had pretty poor rolls with Grizz. He is my Arthas.
We've
I feel
always
like
got the most ideal sound to rub salt into a wound, Tom.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. You're smelling my fart.
Oh. Right. Mark, Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, once.
Come on,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you're all over this. Tinker.
Okay.
Tinker.
I'm going to command. I'm going to have Albert fly, and I want him to sit above Nuzgron's head,
Okay.
or on it, either or. So he's literally right next to him, and he's going to stay there. And then I will.
Is he going to take a massive mechanical poo down his back?
He's there for an assist if required.
Okay.
Sooner probably rather than later. And then I'm going to try and booming blade this demonic spirit.
Sure. Well, it's incapacitated, so you can roll with advantage, and I believe it's an automatic crit.
Okay, cool.
If you hit, let me just double check incapacitated with the new rules. It's another one that.
Loki, what do you want? Why are you sat there neeping like an
I
idiot?
don't think I hit Dave. I wouldn't worry about it. It's 15.
With advantage. Oh, mate, yeah.
Yeah, 7 and a 10.
Incapacitated conditions. So inactive, you can't take an action, bonus action, or reaction. Yeah. Your concentration is broken. You can't surprise. When you're incapacitated, when you roll this. Oh, right. No, it's not an automatic crit, but no, you do miss, mate, unfortunately. Anything else?
It's a coup de grace, wouldn't it? In the
Yeah.
old rules.
Oh,
No.
no.
I think that's Pathfinder, mate. But
oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Go on then, Luke. You've got free reign.
Do we still get advantage with Ulder Ravengard, or do I need to move?
You'd need to move. He's not a in fact, the only way you'd get advantage is if you flank with Tinker. In fairness, mate, it's incapacitated, so you get it's automatic advantage.
Yeah, advantage. Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Our bonus section hacks, please, onto him.
Done. Yep.
We'll have another go.
Okay.
That misses.
It does.
22.
22 hits.
10 plus 1.
Yeah. So 11 damage.
Nice.
Does damage break Hideous Headbang, Jake?
He has to roll another wisdom save, and if he succeeds, then yes.
Gotcha. Okay, let me just do that quick, Luke. Oh, he's rolled well this time. 18.
Yeah, he's going to succeed.
Okay. Okay, Luke.
There's very little more that I can do at the minute.
Okay, righto. Sammy, you've got another turn.
Just trying to think. So, from where I am to demonic spirit B, that's not going to be more than 80 feet, is it?
No.
No. Lovely. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to use my steady aim as a bonus action.
Cool.
And I'm going to use my short bow on Spirit to B.
Go for it.
Oh, it's different because I'm not. What was that? 3. It's definitely, hopefully, 12. I don't think that hits. Ooh, no,
19. No, it hit 19 hits. So yeah, damage plus your sneak attack. 19 is exactly what you need, Sammy.
I'm using the computer now, so I'm like, oh my god, I can't remember how to do this.
Oh, look at the putty cat. Oh.
3 plus
10
13.
damage. Oh, it's one shy short again. Right, so yeah, that's you done, isn't it?
Yeah.
Demon Spirit B is going to attack Nuzgrund. Roll 6, takes us top of the line, so that's Demonic Spirit A, floats back into range, attacks Nuzgrund.
Well, hang on.
Yo.
Can I have my attack of opportunity? Oh no, you've danced around me, haven't you?
Yeah.
Wrong.
18 to hit Nuzgrund.
Does hit.
That's 14 points of lightning damage. Oh, he's still quite healthy though. Okay, Ace's turn to try and wreck the party. Ace's turn. Oh, mate, you've gone again.
This one over here.
Yep.
Can he make a wisdom save, please?
Rolls 9.
Wonderful. So Ace is just gonna, within the kind of like riffs and things, he's just gonna slip out like your mother's an ugly trollop as he casts Vicious Mockery.
Nice.
For 2d4 of damage, which is 6 points of damage.
2d4, is that psychic damage?
Yes.
It's not resistant or immune to psychic damage. You taunt the shit out of it. And did you want to say anything specifically as you kill this?
Yeah, so I'd just be like, your mother's an ugly trollop, and as as he's doing this, like he just can't comprehend. So his like ethereal hands are going to pop up again, and he's almost just going to rip his own head apart.
Serves him
Nice.
right.
It does. He said something bad about your mum. Right, NPC dead. Why isn't that working now? I've broken it.
Nupaka.
Okay, so that anything else from Ace?
No, thank you.
Oh, Grismore. Come on, Tom. Finish this last one.
Okay. So I'll bonus action throw a starry form to minus protect.
Okay.
Wasting my time. So instead, I'm going to move to there.
Mhm.
I think. And I'm going to cast guidance on Vergaria Jinx because I think that's probably a more useful thing to do. I just can't hit these things. I'm just going to stop wasting my time.
Okay. Constitution saving throw, Mark.
24.
Oh, you're passing every single time, mate. That's something. Okay, so see if you can finish it then.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't my plan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because though I'm built for certain things, I'm not the greatest at it. So Tigger's going to stand his ground and through Albert cast Cure Wounds on Grizz. No, not Grizz. Guzz.
Nice. Okay, yeah.
What's that? What's that do for me? 24? No, that's my con save.
Oh, fire! I'm casting Cure Light Wounds on you.
You know, 15. Wicked.
15 points of healing.
Did you cast that at second level or first?
Yeah, second.
Second. You know, Cure Wounds and Healing Words in 2024 has doubled, so it's 2d8 and 2d4 now at first level.
Dang.
Oh,
So good.
Better than getting a testicle
problem is
beaten.
I get them through my Artificer class.
Right, so that takes us to Lewis Mephiston.
Oh, here we go again.
Here we go again. Hex.
Yes, please. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
33 and a turd.
Oh, you say that again, Lewis.
26.
Yeah.
9, 4, 11.
So, yeah.
Oh,
Oh! Okay, Sammy, you're up. You can do it, Sammy.
Exactly the same again.
Yeah, go for it.
Steady aim. Okay, try and do this the right way. Advantage. Roll.
Hey, nice.
Beautiful.
20 hits.
Do I do sneak attack as well?
Yep.
Yeah, you do. Roll with advantage, and you're within 5 feet of a
Sausage.
Of a sausage. So that's a total of 23. Halved is yeah. Thank you. How does that one die?
Oh yeah.
The arrow just goes straight through and it just parts
Nice.
straight in half and just disappears.
Just dissipates.
Nothing spectacular. Yeah.
Smashing. So you've got this sort of divine chain coming through, and as the pulse from Feria is coming down, Albert on top, there's sort of this further divine power coming through Albert as the helmet on Ulder Ravengard's head just sort of hisses, and he screams and screams, and then it just pops off and lands on the floor and scatters. As he sort of shocked and bewildered blinks, looks around, he looks petrified. What do you want to do?
Commence.
Let the fisting commence. Now he's up for it. Let's go.
Well, doesn't it feel?
Not really going to do that. That would be mean.
It's not that type of helmet. We've been over this.
Yeah.
It's his hands I'd be worried about.
So much better when the helmet pops.
Oh,
Oh.
referee.
It always amazes me because you think he's so polite. He's
Who's so polite?
you're so polite, and then all of a sudden you come out with something like that. It's like, oh, fucking hell.
What's your profanities?
What's the thing going on social media? They're so demure and stuff like that.
Oh, Doc Johnson.
So Ferry is sort of, she's down, she's out, she's done too much. In fact, she collapses strategically into Ace's arms.
Ace is definitely going to swing his loot back, and he's going to then, scoop her up, like the gentleman he is, and he's just going to lie her across the altar.
Sacrifice.
And Sword Shots.
Oh God!
Sword Shots going to drop the big elbow from the scaffolding. No.
Lay across the altar and do the people's elbow. Right in the face.
People's elbow! People's elbow!
It is the most electrifying move in sports entertainment.
Swanton bomb.
Tinker.
Oh, I tell you what, I might do. Can I cast Minor Illusion, please, as a cantrip to produce a little single rose, and I'll place it in her hands.
Of course. She's just batting her eyelids at you, just blinking up at you. Yes, Sam, please do continue.
Can I go and investigate the helmet? I think Tinker would be fascinated with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, probably also.
Yeah.
Which helmet are we on about, Sam? Because we're just talking about haste.
So, because Ulder Ravengard is sort of frozen in place at this point. He's sort of catatonic, just breathing